Well, well, well. I don't suppose I can really put this off any longer, can I? Um, hi soundtrack. Great to see you. And Flieger, if you're here, hi, thank you for the follow. That's really great. I appreciate it a great deal. Oh, and that reminds me, I want to try what's this, alerts and see if can I replay Flieger's follow. And I know I have to be patient with this, it seems, at the beginning of the stream. Sometimes I have to, um, uh, boy, I don't know. And of course, whatever I thought I had figured out about alerts and that pause and resume kind of thing. So when I went to log in to get started today, there was a Stream Elements update. So I was hesitant. I really didn't want to download it, but I thought, gosh, you know, what else could go wrong? It's been, I'll get into what kind of day it's been, but yeah, boy, that is still not. So what if I pause it again and resume it again? And now it goes. So I don't know. Flieger, thank you so much. You know what? I think yesterday, yeah, somebody called Midnight Rain followed in between the Tuesday stream and today. Will it let me replay that? It will. All right. Okay. So that makes it look like alerts are working. And I don't know, what do you think, soundtrack? Should I go ahead and turn on the greeter bot welcome sounds? Because I'm pretty sure Sim Caesar's going to head this way shortly. And yeah, I might as well I'll just go ahead and turn it all on. And commands as well. So yeah, that's everything. I'm gonna leave the sim sounds off for now, but so hi, how are you? I got essentially no sleep at all last night. I think I drifted off sometime late morning. I'm like almost noonish, kind of late morning. I think I maybe got a couple hours of sleep before Sim Caesar started his stream. Um, but so he usually he usually says he's going to start around 1 p.m. my time, which means he usually starts around 1:30 p.m. my time. So I set my alarm for 1:30 and then just kept hitting the 5-minute snooze button and checking to see if he was live every 5 minutes. And when he finally went live, I dragged myself up out of the bed and made some coffee, and then I spilled my coffee. Um, it's So we'll see if today. And then I also realized I was thinking I would maybe plan something other than what I had decided yesterday to do today. Is fly the king here in Greenland. um, and then I woke up thinking it's actually like a really long, boring flight with no pretty scenery to look at, and I'm gonna hate it and not want to finish it. So we may bail out of this flight before we go too long. Um, I think if I turn the airplane sounds on, it's just going to be way too loud. That's so loud. If I soundtrack, if I forget, help me remember the number 15, because I'm just going to pull these way down to. Can you still hear the airplane at all if it's down there like that? I got this is just looking at the hey well I was about to say looking at the list of who's in the room. It's almost like we've got the place to ourselves and can test out things like levels. But I do see somebody else has appeared on the room list. So welcome if you're here. Uh, type ticket to get yourself entered in the giveaway. We're giving away a free sub to the Peter Mooney. It's Audible. Okay, that's fine. Then I just need to remember when we actually like get into the plane and get setting it up. Need to remember that I need to put it back up at its normal level. Okay. Well, I think that's everything on the on the pre-stream there. Let's see. Yep. Mute the stream is Discord. Send a message. Start the giveaway. Unmute the mic. Unmute alerts. Yep. Agree with manual commands. And, right. I might. Okay, good. So that's done, which means I can, you know what? If I pull it out, I can minimize it and then have just the giveaway window ready to go when we're done. That seems like a good idea. Bear with me. There's a bear with you. Okay. There we go. Alrighty then. So that should be, hey, Dendarian, welcome on in. Good to see you. We're kind of just getting ready to get into the, oh, that's weird. I just refreshed my room list and everybody disappeared. Except you and me, soundtrack. But Dendarian just appeared. Oh, wait. Now it's saying I can refresh again. No, now it says it's up to date and there's nobody here. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that either. And yeah, soundtrack. I think I just decided that I'm gonna turn off the welcome sound bot and greet people manually if they. Texas One Flyboy, hey, welcome on in. Delighted to see you. And where are the T's? There are the T's. Ooh, soundtrack. How was the sync with the claps there? Is that thing that I did like a month ago? Does that seem like it's still in effect? Because I was really kind of worried about last Sunday night doing Moose After Dark. I used a different video technique or app or combination of technique and app, and the voice, the mic was behind the music, so. Claps right on the mark. Okay, cool. And that also that reminds me, I failed to say. So, Texas Flyboy, type exclamation point ticket and enter it in the chat to get yourself entered into the giveaway for a free sub to the Peter Mooney channel. Or if you win and you're already subscribed to the Peter Mooney channel, I will give you a sub to any channel on Twitch, provided that it's a channel that offers subscriptions. Hey, Papa Mish, welcome on in. How are you today? How have you been? Haven't seen you in a while. Lovely to see you. Yeah, soundtrack, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Absolutely not. Uh, yeah. Here we are in Greenland, in the King Air. Um, and how that happened was about a month, maybe even 5 weeks ago, somewhere about that long ago. We had a first-time viewer, long-time viewer, first-time caller. No, first-time viewer in the chat who was from Greenland and was, I guess, retired airline transport pilot and used to fly King Airs in Greenland and requested that we do a flight in the King Air in Greenland on the channel. And I said, sure, that sounds like a great idea. So I went and poked around the flightsim.to and found that they're, hey, Big Dick Callahan, welcome on in. Happy to see you. Poked around the TO, and for the departure field he had recommended and the arrival field he had recommended, there were free sceneries that look pretty cool. We'll take a look at this airport in, I'm guessing that has to be pronounced Nook. Maybe it's Nick. Oh yeah, soundtrack, you mentioned the 2600. I don't really know which one that was and all, but So yeah, I'm glad to hear that you are having fun with that. Sometimes the old technology is it's I'm a sentimental type, a sentimental and nostalgic type. So that does sound like a hey Strandle, welcome on in, and thanks for the warning. Brace yourselves, everyone. Apparently, Sim Caesar and crowd are heading our way. That should blow everything up for a little while we say hi to everybody, and then I promise we really will get in here. Is the plane's not exactly centered, is it? No, that looks well. No, yeah, I like the look with the more of the garage there. Okay. Um, so right, so yeah, there were sceneries for the arrival and departure. There was this gorgeous Air Greenland livery for the King Air, and it's the default King Air. I didn't get the the black box. Is it? It's not black box. It's black. You know the thing. The black something steam gauge thing. I haven't done that. So it's got the G1000 in it, which I still don't really know much of what to do with. Oh my gosh, K Thanks Bye is here. Hiya, K Thanks Bye. How are you? Papa Mish, that's funny. Yeah, unfortunately, I am the type of if you look up anal retentive obsessive compulsive in the dictionary, and there's a picture of me right there. So yeah, to my eye, that's a little more centered, but I like for some reason I like boop that a little bit more. Uh, just I'm not gonna obsess about that anymore. Uh, but then why is OCD not called DCL? Let's see, obsessive compulsive disorder compulsive obsessive. Oh, the oh wait, no. Wait, in what order? That's not alphabetical order. Oh, CDO, right? Uh, which is prop maybe because that would be more likely to be confused with COD. I don't know. Does the post office even do COD anymore? Something tells me probably not. Now that everybody has 7 different cash apps on their phone to pay for anything. Well, let's see. What am I? Hmm. Um, I hate to. So let me look at one thing over here. On the. Bear with me one moment, if you don't mind. Uh, while I take a look at. I think I can look at. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. I don't know. I see. Okay. Well, it looks like Sim Caesar is relatively close to the end of his credit roll. So I sort of hate to jump in and start stuff and then have to kind of re-explain to everybody. Um, I guess we could jump in the plane, which I already have running, and then still be able to come right back out to. I could check. This is only like the third time I have flown this plane, but it really seems to. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. Right. All right. So let me just check my views here. I've got kind of a place to fly from, and then right, left panel, center panel. Oh, I don't know why I set up a view for this keypad because as far as I can tell, nothing on it is actually implemented. Oh, there are a couple things down here. Um, right. So you can set the barrow, and then that's about it. Oh, do I get the white dot if I look around the cabin? That sometimes causes white dottage. No, apparently not. Um, oh my goodness, it is a raid from the one, the only Sim Caesar. And we got a follow from Chucky X. Hey, Chucky X, thank you. Welcome to the Peter Mooney channel, and thank you for following. I appreciate that a great deal. And let me give my heartiest welcome to the one, the only, Stem Caesar. Thank you so much for the raid, Sim Caesar. That's absolutely great. And ooh, has my view? Oh, yep. Somehow ooh, my view of the channel has frozen. So I'm yeah. Let me know that you're still hearing me because okay, there it cleared up. I was I could. It looked like the stream still. Okay, never mind. I think we're fine now. Spundot, delighted to see you. Welcome on in. And Ascended Gravity. Hi, welcome on in. And Cold Nebo. What a delight. Hi. Johnny FP, welcome on in. Chucky X, or is it just may I just call you Chucky? Chucky X seems so formal. Uh, Again, welcome in, and thank you so much for the follow. And let's see, did I miss anything else? Sandra Coltimbo said, no, okay, all righty, that's great. I think I can unleash the greeter bot to play any additional welcome sounds that might be needed. And yeah, Cold Nebo. Nook. Indeed. I had not, I can't believe I had thought of my nieces and nephews and the pacifiers that my sister uh, used with them. And Chucky is fine. Good. Uh, you know, they always called it, they never said pacifier. They called it a nook, which just always seemed odd to me. I mean, I guess it's is it onomatopoeia? Is that the word I'm looking for? I think. Uh, but yeah, at any rate, yes. But Dev, yeah, Dev clearly no. The can't believe I didn't think of the Three Stooges in regard to that. So, welcome, Raiders. Happy to have everybody here. Be sure to type exclamation point ticket and put that in the chat to get yourself entered into the giveaway. We're giving away a free subscription to the Peter Mooney channel. Or if you win the giveaway and you're already subscribed to the Peter Mooney channel, I'll be happy to give you a subscription to any channel on Twitch as long as it's a channel that offers subscriptions. Um, Hans, Niner 39er, good to see you. And Cameron Greening, welcome on in and thank you for following. That's absolutely awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, okay. Yes. So, I was just before y'all got here on the raid, I was explaining that 4 or 5 weeks ago we had a first time viewer and chatter. Hey, Ivoda, good to see you. Welcome in. Uh, who was a retired ATP pilot from Greenland who used to fly the King Air in Greenland, and he suggested we do a flight in Greenland. He suggested a departure and an arrival. Uh, and I said, that sounds great. So let's do it. Um, Postman plane. I don't know. I mean, I would think as sparsely populated as Greenland is with so much, uh, so many miles of nothing in between where there are any things, I would guess that Air Greenland probably carries some mail around along with passengers, but I don't know. Is that what you meant by postman plane? I'm assuming that's what you meant. Uh, oh, red vehicles. Oh, where are you? Are you? I take it then you're not in the U.S., Johnny FB, because we don't our U.S. Vehicles here. Hi, Vega Blue Sky. Oh, soundtrack. Now I'm going to be uh, trying to figure out which line from Three Amigos that is for the next couple hours. So, uh, before I digress any further, I'm going to get this out. Gosh darn it. So, this viewer suggested a particular departure and arrival and the King Air. And I went to the TO and found, there it is, ladies and gentlemen, and all gentle beings, the most fabulous welcome sound in all of Twitch, for the most fabulous person in all of Twitch, Mustix. Welcome on in. Happy to have you here. So yeah, we had this viewer 4 or 5 weeks ago. He started the story for the 7th time. Who suggested a departure and an arrival and the King Air in Greenland, because he was a retired ATP from Greenland who flew King Airs. And I said, yeah, that sounds great. We'll do that. And so I went to the flightsim.to and found free sceneries for the suggested departure and arrival fields that looked really nice, and this gorgeous Air Greenland livery for the King Air. And I thought, okay, we'll do it. And I, did a few practice runs of it. Again, this was like, more than a month ago. And I sent the viewer a little whisper saying like, okay, yeah, I'll do this. This will be cool. Just let me know the next time you can be here. Cause I would want to, since you're the one who requested it, I would want to do it at a time that you could be here. And, then never heard back. And so, there's somebody when I was working on this flight, yesterday, there was somebody here, and it looks like there's somebody here today as well. And I gotta tell you, it's weird, but since it's Gamer Boy 42 some number. I'm guessing that's not like somebody that we know. It's just somebody who has. So yeah, yesterday when I was checking out that I had this set up ready to go, there was somebody else at this field as well. Somebody who I was, not somebody that I knew. I'm I'm concerned. Bear with me one moment. I'm concerned. I'm going to refresh the other PC where the stream is, where the chat is going, because every time I look over, I figured out that what was tripping me up is that it was like maybe almost half a minute, maybe even more than half a minute behind. So we'll see if that's not, like if I do that, just so that I can check, and that's, yeah, good. So that's like a 4 or 5 second lag. Okay, things are back to normal. All right, so we've got somebody else here at the field. Why don't let's take a look around, because again, this was free scenery on the .to, and it looks really cool to me. So we're in Nuuk, Greenland, or Nuuk, or Nuuk. I don't. Anybody here speak? Oh, good Lord! I don't even know what language they speak in Greenland. It wouldn't be Icelandic. Somebody's got Google, I'm sure, and can help me out there. But hello, come on, there we go. Yeah, so I mean, this is clearly our terminal, and I guess these must be our passenger gates over here. But then there's lots of maintenance thing. There's this. Yeah, there we go. Air Greenland here on these hangars. Is it? It's. I'm not sure about. Maybe the time of day is a little bit odd. Oh yeah, it's kind of late, isn't it? Maybe if we. Okay. Maybe a few clouds just to make the sky a little more interesting. There we go. Much better. So greenish. It could be that. So yeah, we got a couple of Air Greenland hangars over here. Is that now I can't remember. Is that my Velocity or my Long Easy? I think it's the Long Easy that's a pusher, isn't it? Yeah, the Velocity's wingtip things that I used to winglets. The winglets on the Velocity, I think, are smaller than that. But then there's another hangar over here. I don't. Yeah, I think this one must be private. It's not got any like kind of commercial sign on it. But so I mean, there's not a lot to this airport, obviously, but it compared to the Microsoft default, which is just the the Microsoft default for this airport, the whole airport looks a lot like this. Yeah, so anyway, so there's that. So yeah, why don't we hop inside the King Air here and see if we can get this underway. So soundtrack, that's delightful. Um, yeah. So I went ahead and loaded in with it running before getting going here because I am new to this plane. I flew it. Uh, I flew it a few times, like 6 or 7 or 8 months ago. Just because I was flying along with somebody and needed something fast, and so I tried this, and it seemed pretty easy to fly for having never even glanced at the manual or a YouTube video or anything. And that's where I am with this airplane today. So sorry for no, cold and dark, detailed start and all of that. If that ruins it for you, my sincere apologies, and feel free to, I don't know, whatever, report me to the immersion police. Uh, but yeah, okay, sorry. Uh, oh yeah, I actually see just before the raid, I was going just through to make sure my views were set up where I can where I need them all. So, oh yeah, no, that one doesn't do anything. I need to remember that. But autopilot, yep, that looks good. Throttles, yes, and are they all okay? There's that. So that all looks good. Lights. Oh yeah, it sure is dark in this oh no, that won't do. Um heh, my so I finally uh Riz, hi, good to see you. Good to see you, Riz. Welcome on in. Um I think I started to say a short time ago, I finally admitted that resistance was futile and got flow, but I didn't, and I put a button on the stream deck to pull it up when I need it. That's actually like really handy. I love being able to go up here and not accidentally make the menu appear. That's sweet. And so far, I'm loving flow. I got it because there's some things I would really like to script, and it apparently has scripting. And I discovered a bazillion widgets on the flightsim.to that I have yet to explore. What I didn't know until just now, when I thought I would go down here to turn on my flashlight, or when I got down here and couldn't see anything and thought I would turn on my flashlight and pressed my F keybind, which used to be my flashlight, apparently Flow took that over. So there's my first and only so far negative mark against Flow, is it changed a key binding of mine without asking me. But if that's so we'll see. Uh, so somewhere down, the this kind of a double bind here. Apparently I set up this view to because this is where the lights are, and but I need to be able to see better to find the the lights that I want. This version. Oh, so that's all those kinds of lights. Like, yeah, we got landing lights, beacon, one of these. Okay, so that's my no, so my there's our beacon over there. Beacon, landing lights. Okay, taxi, nav, strobe, recognition. Hey, all right. So we'll put the strobes off since we're just parked here on the ramp. Oh, that's what our three greens looks like. But why would I have so that's my lights. That's those lights. Are there I just saw the white box. Did you see the white box? I go back down here to this. Well, okay. So I wonder if there's, like cabin lighting's got to be around here somewhere. Maybe it's on this left panel over here. I seem to remember not much of anything being modeled over here. Let's try over this way. Display control inhibit. No. No. Yeah. All right. Well, bear with me while I, learn this plane that I don't know. Oh, there went the white box. Have not seen the white dot today, but who knows? We'll find out. So there's fuel. I don't see anything about lighting there. We got cabin comfort control over here. Whoa, what's this emerge? Oh, that's our ELT. Okay, that's fine. Huh. You would, what? Oh, what about the overhead? Have we even looked up there? We have not. Oh, I know. You know what? I have a view for that. Ha ha ha! Okay, let me go to my overhead view. Don't have it. Oh yeah, there's overhead. Here we go. Ah, lovely. So, Copilot overhead flood. Love it. Instrument indirect. Oh, and apparently we have left and right overhead floods. Do not operate wipers on dry glass. All right. Well, then we won't. Master panel lights on. Pilot instrument panel. That's it. Okay. Pilot displays. Overhead pedestal. Overhead ped and SU panel. Supanel? Overhead ped. It can't be pedestal. I mean, that would be this, right? Yep, there it gets that lit up, but they can't be calling this a pedestal when it's over your head, can they? Because a pedestal is something that is underneath whatever you're placing on it, right? Oh, it's yes. It's yes, I think Sue Panel. I think Sue Panel is L Panel's sister, don't you? It could be a cousin. We'll see. Okay, Copilot displays. Alrighty. Well, here's all the lighting, so maybe we will be able to see the rest of what's going on down here. Oh, we're on. Why are we on ground power? That can't be good. I wonder where we should be. Left gen, right gen. Triple fed. Triple fed. Oh. Hmm. I was going to wait and eat after the stream, so I am not tuple fed. What happens if we put this on center? Uh, I don't know. So that looks. I guess this is the. Does this mean that the alternator is charging the battery, or no? This is. Huh. Yeah. I guess I really ought to RTFM, huh? Maybe we should just see if we can get underway. Um, Fuel panel. Okay, that looks good. Oh, let's go back to what does the. Oh, hey, look. Yeah, I can actually see. Hey, I can see the panel now. That's awesome. Dude. Okay, overhead. Oh, and then I'm supposed to have wing views set up. Is that? Hey, yeah, those look like they're going. Okay. Alrighty. It looks like I got all my views set up, and oh, this other person is on the field now. Gamer boy, somebody. Yeah, so I like the flow name tags. I mean, the default ones are a huge improvement. Oh, that's what I started to say. My green screen is shimmering. Oh, look, it is, isn't it? And Vex Freeze on Tuesday recommended a fix for that, which had to do with they said set up a studio light with a green filter and shine green light on the green screen. That would punch it up a bit. I was going to try something simpler first, which was going to be ironing it. So far, my entire investment in the green screen is $12 for 2 yards of green felt because I had an old curtain rod in the attic. Speaking of, well, that's not the Three Stooges, that's the Little Rascals, but Three Stooges contemporary Little Rascals were always, saying, let's do a show. Oh yeah, my mom's got some old curtains in the attic. Uh, so what was I? Wow, darn. There was something I started to say much earlier about the oh, and even before that, I had intended before starting today to let me just edit uh stream elements here a bit. Oh, that no, that's not what I want to do. Stop. In the immortal words of Sim Caesar, stop. Is it shift? No. Control? No. Must be alt. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm using the wrong. Okay. Oh, I was using the wrong keyboard for the. Okay. I thought it was shift. Oh, that is not what I had in mind. Okay. Maybe it's alt. There's one of them that lets you. There we go. It's the crop. I'd noticed. I went to the VOD from Tuesday looking for something, and noticed that like every time I turned this way, which I do a good bit because I need to look at that computer over there sometimes. I noticed that even so, like I'm supposed to be when I like sit down, I'm supposed to line myself up right on like the center of the yoke, and I always do. But somehow I always end up just a little to the right of the yoke, and when I was a little to the right of the yoke like this and would look here, it would cut off. It's as I looked at the VOD, I noticed that a lot of what I was seeing of me was just that eye. And so I thought, well, you can uncrop and give yourself more room to go over. Yeah. So like I think that's going to be better. Okay. My apologies for that digression, along with all the other digressions so far, when we could be getting ourselves underway here, and whatever that other thing was that I've started to say 3 times and forgotten, that'll come back to me. Alrighty then. So I think, do we have fuel in this thing? Well, we should probably at least check on that. Yeah, it looks like we got fuel on either side. Um, I think I'm going to go ahead and set my do my alt cell before we get going, and there's a button for that too. Oh, except like my autopilot preset view doesn't let me see what the altitude there, what the preset is set to. I think maybe we'll just go up to 5,000 initially and see what that gets us. Okay. Alrighty. Certainly not going to turn it on because that tends to blow up everything. But yeah, so um hmm. Uh-huh. Yep. So we're flying north about 186 miles unless we get halfway there and we're so bored stiff that we need to do something else. And we might do if that happens, we might do another flight instead. Maybe back to it's interesting. We're in snowy Greenland today. Um, the rig is super smooth and fast. Oh, okay. You mean like the computer? Yeah, I'm assuming you must. Yep. Uh, yeah, it's about 186 miles. Oh, now this is there. Oh, I figured out how to use this thing the other day. There's right, so I can do that, but then I don't. It's Weird. Yesterday, this was like a split screen kind of thing. Uh, but I swear there was a way to zoom it in and out. Oh, wait, aren't there, aren't there soft buttons? Oh, this was the split and full. Yeah. Uh, so that's good to know. I could not find this yesterday when I was fooling around in here. So it's good to know that it's there. Okay, but when it's split like this, that lets me, yeah, so this is our flight plan. It's just direct from Nook. We're going from Nook to Kangerlussuaq. I think it's Kangerlussuaq. And 171 nautical miles. And that's really not much of a flight plan. But then the map, there we go. When I go here, I can then get us the whole thing in view. And so I actually kind of decided, even though what I was looking for was this, to just get, so I could just have my map the way I like it. But I was stuck here and couldn't find, it didn't occur to me that full might be. So I ended up doing this and deciding that I actually like this, maybe even just a little more. So that I have the close-up of what's going on, plus the overview of what's what up there. Okay. So I think with that, we've got fuel. Is there a flap indicator in here? That was the other thing that I was thinking would be kind of cool to have. Because I go outside and it looks to me like they're probably down. Maybe we'll just, rather than hunting around in here for that, let's just go back outside and see if we can tell, like, from here. So, oh yeah, that looks like up. So I think one notch is takeoff flaps. And how many does it have? Is there two? Oh, those look really low. And I don't see any other movement with three. So, okay. There's only up and then medium and everything. Okie dokie. Well, I can't think of any other way to put this off any longer. We're only 48 minutes in, and actually there was about 8 minutes of overture, so only 40 minutes into, since I said hi, and we're actually gonna, I guess, roll on out and take off. It's an unusually, oh, oops, ooh, that's interesting. There we go. I guess we will see if we can roll our way around this inclined American. And yeah, we're going right down to here to depart. And seems like we've got a long enough runway that I don't think we're going to bother back taxiing all the way back here. We'll just do an intersection departure from right there. Okay. Parking brake off. Oh my gosh, my parking brake is off. But, I don't think it is. Oh, and I didn't get rid of these. Silly me. There we go. I want to be able to. Excellent. There we go. Now our parking brake is off. I kind of thought this thing tends to, even at idle, tends to start rolling with the brakes off. So, oakley dokley. There we go. So I think we'll just do an intersection takeoff from the. Oh my gosh, Tesla Rules is here. Hiya, Chevy. Whoopsie. Oh, and soundtrack. I forgot to put the airplane sounds back up to where they normally are. I had lowered them just so that we could. Let's see. So. This is, that's where we normally have them. 15, yes. Minus 15 decibels on my little audio strip thing there, is their default setting. So, but if the airplane noises are too loud, not loud enough, whatever, just let me know. Happy to adjust them. And Visible by Verizon. What's that great rate you are flying today? Oh, I see. Sim Caesar, how sweet that was of you to gift a subscription to Tesla Rules. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that's, this is not, that's 82 gift subs Sim Caesar has given in the channel, which is just, ah, I can't, I can't even. That is so great. And I appreciate that so much, Sim Caesar. Thanks. Yeah, so again, we're just going to do an intersection takeoff here because we're just doing fun VFR flight today with no air traffic control. So we're just going to head on out here and go, gosh darn it, and check out the friendly skies of Greenland. I seem to remember a lot of P factor in this thing. We'll see. Oof. Airspeed alive. Oh, let's see. Oh, hey. There we go. Lovely. Oh. Look at the rabbit up on poles there. All righty. Ooh, lovely. Whoopsie. We don't need to be that far off course. Just gonna come back over this way a little bit. Yeah, Tesla. It's just the default King Air from the that simulator that you no longer have. There's an add-on for there's like one of those black square steam gauge add-ons, and I don't have that, so this is just the default avionics that come in a default plane. And did I say we were flying VFR? I think I did. We are already up to 3,000, so maybe I want to come over here and get what happens if I do this? And, oops, those should have been up already. And, alrighty, if we go in vertical speed, I know there's we should have the yaw damper on. I know there's a vertical speed button here somewhere. There it is. And okay. And we're at, what are we doing here? This is, yeah, we got that selected. Okay, so then we can, yeah, back up here and, alrighty. That ought to be fine. That'll get us up to 5 in no time. And, oh, what's doing with, yeah, it's interesting that I can't really see on this view what's going on. So that's interesting. Something tells me one of them's not refreshing. I don't know. Let's get nav mode on. I'm just going to do it over here on the Bravo because that seems easier. So we're either about to hang a left to get back on course, or what happens if we... Oh, so yeah, so one of these is not refreshing, and I guess it was that one, but they should both be centered. So what's... No, that's COM 1. Oh, stop. This does not appear to be... Does it have a reset or anything like that? No. kind of need to keep an eye on what's happening over here. Make sure it does level us off at 5,000. Gosh, maybe we should even take a peek out the window just to be sure. Okay, yep, that looks fine. And maybe we should make it VFR. What do you think? Just kind of drag these guys up a little more. Hello. There we go. That looks a little better. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this map. Any ideas in the chat? Let's see. What of it? Making one I had to played as I entered. Oh gosh. That's, a Verizon ad, I take it then. Tesla. Sorry, I'm just, let me catch up here. Oh, the Somatis on the line. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Tesla, that very simulator. Such pilots are climbing and still approaching VNE. Right. Yeah. No, yeah, this it climbs very nicely, soundtrack. And oh good, hey, Tesla Rules got a ticket for the giveaway. We've got 33 viewers and only 12 tickets so far. If you have not already gotten yourself a ticket for the giveaway, type !ticket to enter yourself for a free sub to the Peter Mooney channel. You definitely go ahead and do that now. Tio Pernas, welcome on in. Good to see you. And Drama32, welcome to the Peter Mooney channel. Happy to have you here. And to join the club. So Chevy, this is not easy for me to say, but I think it needs to be said. I should probably make sure we're not about to die before I say it. No. Yeah, so I was zooming the map in and out. Yeah, that might help. We'll try that. But I gotta get this off my chest before I can go any further. So Chevy, I think there are only one or two people who know this, and I didn't have any plan to come out and go public with it. But the truth is that a few weeks ago, this is hard. For reasons that really, I really don't want to go into the reasons, but for reasons of my own, a few weeks ago, I gotta just say it, I purchased X-Plane 11. There, oh, whew, it's out. I gotta tell you, I feel that's like a really big weight off my shoulders, and I'm so I didn't, like I say, I had no plans of letting people in on that in general, but I think it's better that all my cards are on the table, just so people know. Yeah, probably not going to get 12. I don't know. When the 12 beta first went to general release beta, which to me is like jumbo shrimp or military intelligence, open release beta is it's from the Church of Oxymoron is what it's from. But I downloaded 12 at that point, and I don't know, maybe I'll end up with that one eventually as well, but it's as if I weren't going deeply enough in debt with the one sim. Now I got two sims, so I'm probably so yeah. Let's come back to the center panel here and try the suggestion of zooming out and back in, or even you go back to between split and full. So I don't know, this to me looks like it's still maybe Or is that where this one was? So is the plane actually moving on here? Or is it frozen? Like where it was. Here, we'll put it right there and see if it moves. Okay, well that one's moving. So that's good news. And then, as long as we're here, I have no idea how these should be set, but we seem to be, there's nothing near the red line. Rather than try and go find the manual and read it, I think we'll live with that. So let's 30 minutes en route. Oh, we're making 260 knots across the ground. So we must have a little bit of a tailwind component, I guess. And it's just 132 knots to go. Time en route. Oh, it doesn't give us any TA. That's fine. Okay. Maybe if we go to... Oh, no, that's... oh, you know what? Let's that... is there a back button? No, if we go back to the map here, come over here. What's this? It's not anything. No, that's just showing me what my scale is. Oh, what was that? Okay, I don't know what that was, but whatever it was, okay. Well, fine. I can solve that mystery another day. So there we go with our overall view and our close-up view. That's nice. Okay. So back out here. Let's see. I've missed a bunch of stuff again, I think. Oh, Dick Callahan. Thank you. I appreciate your well wishes and camera angles, lack of stuttering. I don't know about the lack of stuttering. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see about 46 Charlie Alpha as well, won't we? And yeah, well, I'll have to check out that Ortho XP thing because I'm definitely not going to be making my own Ortho. That is not in my future. Left Barrett Aspen and mastering the Barrett 5. Yeah, all of those may be in my future. We shall see. Is auto Ortho expensive? Free? Somewhere in between? I don't know. DeLorean 23.99. Thank you so much for the resub for 8 months. That is absolutely delightful. And type something in the chat so we can hear your delightful welcome sound as well. I'm gonna mute the airplane while it does it because I think it might be kind of low. DeLorean, are you here? I love that so much. So good to see you, DeLorean. Welcome in, and thank you again for the resub. That's absolutely delightful. And Stream Elements sub ran out. Yeah, but see, so yeah, that's drug killing, right? And oddly dressed as a goat. That was so somehow the mainstream media left out the goat costume part. But you know, I don't know. So what was I was just yeah, so Stream Elements, so hang on here. I got a note on Tuesday from Soundtrack 78 about the bot not using not displaying emotes correctly. which is a problem we were having before, and somebody suggested, oh, your bot must not be subscribed, and so I gifted a sub to Stream Elements, and at some point after that, the emote problem went away, although I'm not convinced there was a connection, because we'd been streaming for 6 months without Stream Elements being subbed, and the emotes were working correctly. And also, any other streamers in the room, do you have to gift a sub to Stream Elements for it to use your emotes in your chat? I don't think so. That just can't be right. That cannot be. If that's right, I may just switch to Streamlabs. So any input on that? Oh, it was that toxic chemical spill on the goat farm next to the airport. I forgot all about that. I'm so... How can I forget a... oh, gosh, that shimmery... the shimmery is getting worse every moment. I might need to... Maybe I'll change shirts. Teopearness, yeah, no, that's what yeah. I think there are a bunch of streamers here in the room, and I think there would be a bunch of them saying, yes, I have to subscribe my Stream Elements bot. If, yeah, no, it cannot be that. Like I say, we streamed for 6 months with no problems, and Stream Elements not having it. Now, like, for instance, so like I gift a monthly sub to SimCaesarbot to my channel, so that I can have SimCaesarbot use my channel's emotes in SimCaesar's stream. So I mean, that's, I don't object to buying a monthly gift sub for a bot in a case like that, where I'm actually getting something for my money. But yeah, I'm not paying Stream Elements $4.99 a month for it to do its job. It's which in some areas it already does marginally at best, but so there's that. So where are we roughly in our... Oh, we're on the wrong screen. Roughly, we're not even halfway there yet, so that gives us a moment. What would you say if I were to take you out here somewhere and is that... Wait a minute, what did I just... Yeah, I did that. Oh, and if I take... What's if I put on lock mode? Is that... Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Where's our most interesting view here? Oh, come on. Maybe over... Yeah, that looks kind of nice, doesn't it? How about that? And how about if, let's see, SimCaesarbot. Hi, SimCaesarbot. Welcome on in. Oh, soundtrack. Take a note. We need to have a welcome sound for SimCaesarbot. Oh wait, do I have one? I think I might have one. I do. It's right here. Yeah, but I think I would need to probably, let's see if we go like there, and yes. So SimCaesarbot, welcome on in. Okay, and so with that lovely environment, I am going to give you all a moment with the plane. Oh, that does not look as good on screen as it did if I... not that. Okay. There we go. Still looking a little washed out to me on the screen, but that's just going to have to do. Oh, and so that's interesting in that view. Now I also notice that I cropped the camera a little too zealously there. I'm picking up some, oh brother. Did that not do what, maybe the stream is really far behind again? Something's going on with the stream today. I'm timing. Okay, yeah, there, that got rid of that. So, what I've now tried 5 times to say is, I'm going to leave you and the airplane for just a moment or two while I slip into something less shimmery. I hope. We'll see. I'll be right back. All right. I hope that should not be too. Ha! That's very interesting. Still a little bit of shimmery. Not quite as much shimmery as with the. Hey, M. Glickman. Welcome on in. We're in the King Air somewhere over Greenland, and looking like maybe we need to climb a little more. What do you think? Yeah, I think we better climb. Oh, soundtrack. Flattery will get you everywhere, as you well know. Ha! Ah! That needs to be there. So yeah, let's come over here to and you know I click here, and then I can click here, and you know, as long as we're here, that. Alrighty. So I just need to check over here. I'm gonna resave my autopilot view. I was so worried with this 186-mile flight that I would not be able to fill the time, and I should have known that I could babble incoherently for 2 hours without any problem. So the autopilot view is, oh no, okay, well, that explains what that is. So I was going to reset my autopilot view so that I could, you know, see this much of the PFD while I'm adjusting, because it's, you know, I at least need to see these guys and this up here and that while I'm, or I mean, I like to see that while I'm up there. Hey now, Planet Neutral, welcome on in. Happy to see you. Type exclamation point ticket to get yourself entered in the giveaway for a free sub. Only got 17 entries in the giveaway so far, so for a 1 in 18 chance, now's your opportunity. So my plan just now. Oh, we're a little bit. I should just reduce power a little bit to get us out of. There we go. Cool. So I was going to reset my autopilot view, so that I could see what I wanted to be able to see, and but then I discovered that what I was using for my standard autopilot view, this one, is not one of my custom views. So when I get a new airplane, the first thing I do is go through the 10 developer preset views and see which, if any of them, will do for the views I really like to have in the cockpit. And if they do, then I use those, because it saves me some of my precious 10 Microsoft Flight Simulator custom views. And that's the case here. So this is the developer's autopilot view, and So we'll just have to live with it, or live with pulling it up and then doing this. Okay, so all of that was by way of saying, are we about to hit this mountain? We're getting pretty close. So let's go ahead and back to alt cell over here and up to maybe going up to 7,000-ish. And then vertical speed. And let's crank it on up. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, yeah. So I'm glad I didn't talk a whole lot more about that before doing some climbing. So, good. Alrighty, then. And this, we're not seeing a lot of snow here in Greenland, but up here on the mountaintops, it does look a little bit snowy. And then there's, I don't know what that is. Presumably, I don't know. Bing saw something on the ground there and is doing something about it. For those of you just joining us or joining us recently, we are in an Air Greenland King Air, going from Nook to and let me take that. Oh wait, no. Well, you know, as long as we're out here and the ground is fairly close. Which did I do there? No, I didn't do that. So if I do this, and then this, so here we go. Alrighty then. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't done, well, okay. That was fun. What was that thing that I had not... so I've always used this to go... Huh. Very interesting. Just accidentally discovered some keys that I hadn't tried before. Huh. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. Well, enough fun and games. Let's see. Are we actually, huh. You know what? Maybe we should climb a little more. Ooh-wee. That's looking a little better. I could have done a flight plan, I guess. What do you think? Githrick, hey! Good to see you. Welcome on in. So I think that's the high point in the terrain for this trip, as best I can recall. I think it's all downhill from here. We shall see. Get back in here, and yeah, what's actually going on over here? Yeah, okay, so 56 miles to go. About another 15 minutes. That's cool. And yeah, I think that was as far as terrain, our high point. Oh yeah, because if we look out here, whoops, not out there, but out here, definitely looking like lower terrain the rest of our way to Perfernershverteber. What as long as we're in here, what in fact was that? If I go here and oh yeah, Kangerluswak. I think you kind of have to have that. Everybody remember the wide mouth frog joke? You know, Mrs. Snake, what do you feed your babies? I think when you say this, I think you need some of that wide mouth frog. Congerlusuak. But I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm talking about, and I don't remember how to cancel this. Oh, I guess by going back here. There we go. Yay. Alrighty. Sneak in just a... Oh, dear. That snuck up on me. Let me get a little more power here because we've dropped. Pulled the power back a little bit just because we were dangerously close to clacking or beeping or something. Maybe the wind's changed a little bit because we slowed down quite a bit more than we needed to there. Well, so how far is it? 48 miles, 10 minutes, and we're going to lose more than 8,000 feet. We should probably go ahead and start a descent. Let's do it. What do you say? Let's bring this down to about 2,000. Yeah, why not? And then we'll go vertical speed. And just a very gentle descent and see what we get. 500, that sounds good. Let's see. Yaw damper still on? Yes. Now, vertical speed. That all looks good over there. This looks good here. This looks good here. A little bit prettier up here toward Congerlusuak than what we were seeing there in Nook. Kithrick, what's cracking? My back. No, not really my back. I was complaining earlier. Actually, probably. I think I was only complaining before the Sim Caesar raid even came in. But I had an awful night last night. I got next to no sleep at all. I'm not plagued by insomnia. I probably could compete for world's greatest sleeper kind of thing. But last night I just could not. It was I think I probably drifted off and got like a couple hours before Sim Caesar stream time. So I set my alarm for 1 p.m. my time, and then just hit the 5-minute snooze repeatedly every 5 minutes, checking to see if he indeed, because you know the Sim Caesar bonus streams, you never know. It's you gotta have your notifications on because they're like a cobra. They could strike at any moment without you knowing. But so then, when indeed a Sim Caesar stream launched, I just dragged my sorry butt up out of the bed and got dressed and made coffee and apologized for not being very sociable in Sim Caesar's stream. And then I spilled my coffee for a little bit of icing on the cake. Hey, Steve09er9er, welcome on in. Good to see you. Type exclamation point ticket to get yourself entered in the giveaway. We're giving away a free sub at the end of the stream. Yeah, so in over the last few months, there have been a number of times where I have decided not to stream because I was just like, oh, I had a bad night, or oh, I don't really feel good. And today I was just like, you know what? No, you have missed too many streams. Stop it. Just, what's the worst that could happen? Well, and it occurred to me that the worst that could happen is I would start streaming and I would feel so bad that I would just have to say, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Please forgive me. And it didn't go that way. you know, it seems like it's fine. I'll be fine. Uh, so what's going on in here? Oh, it's well, one thing that's going on is we're overspeeding a little bit, just barely. Do I have my warnings off from left over from the fly along? I should probably check on that. In fact, let's go ahead and check on that. Oh, it's not there either. It's pardon the intrusion, but I gotta go. I don't have that on my. Let's see. It's gonna be in here. Oh wait, is it under sounds warnings? Oh wait, it is warnings. And no, they're on. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. My bad. But that's interesting that it'll give me a red box here for overspeed, but not any audible warning. Seems very strange to me. So let's go back here, like 26 miles away, and we're at 6,500. So that's our descent rate's not working. Let's make that a lot more drastic. Maybe about that drastic. Oh yeah, because that's the field I remember. I've been to this field before, and I seem to remember it being like right off this body of water here. Like maybe my level of detail at a distance is crappy, but I think it may be some of this right around in here. No, that looks like snow, but we're definitely getting close. We probably end up just overflying. Oh, and we're way over speeding at this descent rate, so let's not do that. Ay, ay, ay. Huh. Alrighty. 4,000. Man, we still got a lot of altitude to lose. So I guess we'll probably end up overflying, which will help us spot the field, and then we'll figure out a visual approach from there. All right, Steve got a ticket. That's great. Only 19 people in the giveaway. Get yourself a 1 in 20 chance by typing !ticket. What did I want to? No, I'm looking over there for something. So, apologies if I'm scattered. Well, more scattered than usual. If I am, it's entirely due to lack of sleep. Okay, so I was wrong about the field being near that body of water. But I really was thinking it was like that that you kind of came in over the water to well, okay. Are we going to end up hand flying this? Where is our? Oh, come on. Oh, that's. Yeah, I guess we are, because so autopilot away, and let's. Because I think we need to climb back up a little to get over this. Don't you think? Yep. Okay. Well, that's a good opportunity to lose a little speed as well. That's a good idea. It seems like a good idea. And then I guess somewhere over the crest of this hill is where we will. Can I trim it for this angle? We're still maybe going up a little more, I guess. Are you? There we go. Alrighty then. And if I'm gonna be veering away from that course line to the right, if anything, I think I want to veer to the left. Oh yeah, you know what? Maybe Ooh, here's an idea. Let's go ahead and veer. Make sure these things are off. Let's veer around this way and come in over that body of water, because that way we can go ahead and be losing altitude without having to worry about going over the hill. Okay. And I forget what gear operation speed is in this aircraft. Vinyl Rabbit, hiya. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Yeah, I have not done the black square. I got one of the black squares. I can't remember now which one, but not for the King Air. It's probably for the maybe for the Bonanza. I don't remember. Did they? Oh wait. Oh, Black Square did a steam gauge caravan. Did they not? I think that's the one I got, and I love it. And because I definitely love the whole steam gauge vibe, and I didn't do the King Air yet because I just didn't think I would ever fly it, but but I'm flying it today. And kind of learning this, whatever version. I guess this is. I mean, this is a default. It's not like the G1000 that's in some of the other default planes since the. Oh heavens, that's a lot lower than I meant to be. I guess I should maybe pay attention to flying rather than just chatting, but oh, come on. Can we just... Thank you. Right. So, Black Square, yes. I'll probably get it for the King Air at some point. I've got it for at least one of the other ones that they've done. I might have the Bonanza and the Caravan. But then I also wanted to say, Bogey Free 21, welcome on in. Happy to have you here. Welcome to the Peter Mooney channel. And am I a retired pilot? Well, I am not. If by retired you mean did I used to work as a pilot and I no longer work as a pilot, then no. But I do have my private pilot's license, and I got my private in did the training for my private in the Piper Warrior. And that's pretty much all I ever flew. I rented Cessna 172s a few times, so that's the extent of my real-world experience at the controls. And it's been about 15 years since that's not what I wanted. I wanted here. Okay, so that's looking fine. Just pull this down a little bit where we can see it from out here. That's nice. And then what's happening with are we bleeding off altitude again? We are. A little more quickly than we need to. What we need to be doing is bleeding speed. So let's actually pull the power a little bit and nose up and see if we can get the speed down. And hey, that's looking like gear operating speed, so I'm going to go ahead and drop it. Okie dokie. That's lovely. And then... So yeah, this is about pattern altitude. I can hear that. I can hear the rumble of the air over that gear. Oh, you know, we could have watched it come down, couldn't we? I forgot about that. I love the way that's modeled, where they're not like in perfect sync like they probably wouldn't be in real life. Huh. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. Thank you, soundtrack. So what do we got going here? Oh, losing altitude again. So, oh my gosh. Steve Ellis, welcome on in. And thank you for the follow. That's super. Do we have the field in sight? Oh, we do. Oh my gosh, is that our runway way over there? I think it is. Let's head over this way. And we're losing altitude faster than we need to be. Let's have a notch of flaps and see what that gives us. Yeah, welcome to the Peter Mooney channel. Thank you for the follow. Happy to have you here. So a little more power. Let's have all the flaps, and let's not stall. That would be bad. But okay, well, this is, I don't know, the 4th or 5th time I've landed this plane, so we'll see what we get. 500, okay. Says we're high. I don't know about that, but we'll just go ahead and dive for it, I guess. Okay. And floaty McFloat boat. There you go. Stall it on? I don't know. Oh, it looks like we can. Okay. So that's not bad. Oh, wait a minute. That was certainly not what we wanted to do. Well, that, if nothing else, that will make for a fascinating replay. Let's see if we can get ourselves off the runway here. I thought I had beta, and I thought I put it in beta, but apparently I did not do that right, because instead we took off again. I have a toga button, which I did not press. Where are we going now that we're clear of the runway? That looks like Air Greenland over there. The tower's over there. Where's the... Is there a terminal? Oh yeah, I remember checking this place out before. And we'll take a closer look. I guess we'll just go over by the Air Greenland, because there's a whole other... That may actually even be the... Oh no, yeah, I think it's GA ramp over there. We will go over here and park by the Air Greenland hangar. Whoops, come on. I don't think there's a lot of other folks around. Didn't see any other traffic on the way in. So we'll park up over here. And then we'll check out the airport. So again, this flight was suggested by a viewer who never came back after suggesting it, so I decided to just go ahead and do it. And that viewer who suggested it was a retired pilot. He didn't say what airline he had worked for, but he said that he had flown King Airs in Greenland. So my guess, based on now I don't even know what I just said. Again, sorry, not much sleep last night. He was a retired airline pilot from Greenland and flew King Airs. So from that, I presume that he probably was with Air Greenland. And he suggested this route, and I went to the Flight Sim TO and found really lovely scenery for both of the airports and this delightful Air Greenland livery for the King Air, and decided that was decided to do the flight. And then, I messaged them and said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be happy to do that flight you suggested. Um, just let me know the next time you'll be here, and we'll do it then. And then never heard back from them. So I decided to just go ahead and do that today. But yeah, so we looked around the airport at Nick, where we left from, and then this is the again free on the TO scenery for Kangerlussuaq in Greenland, and it's for freeware. It's quite nice. They've added, I guess this I think is probably actually the passenger terminal over here, because these look like maybe somebody's interpretation of jetways. I don't know. Again, freeware. You don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But yeah, so I'm guessing that's the passenger terminal. Because then over here we got Air Greenland, their terminal. This is an interesting effect I've been seeing lately, where it just kind of like takes a little while for things to fill in. Not sure what to think about that. But here we have Arctisk Commando, Arctic Command. I did not research to see what that might be. But we got our control tower down here. I think, yeah, I went in there and it's not, the interior is not modeled in the, but so at any rate, that's where we are, is Kangerlussuaq, Greenland. Yeah, M. Glickman. That's weird, isn't it? I think it's just been since the most recent update. Did I like zoom way out or way in or something? I think I must have. Yeah, I guess I did. Whoopsie. Trying to see what they've. Yeah, I finally. I don't know what has happened with either my settings or updates, but it used to be that when I had AI traffic set to like, big high variety, it would load in all these different planes that are in my hangar, like it has done here, and then but then it would also I would invariably, ooh, what was that little livery switch there? Interesting. Uh, when I had it set that way, it would also, what am I trying to say? Uh, right, I would also see the there would be an AI aircraft somewhere on the field that was doing the slew dance, where it's, like tumbling end over end, or like doing longitudinal rolls half underground. Haven't seen any of those since the last update or so anyway. So should we go look at that landing replay? It's probably going to be rather comical. Again, with that mistaken beta that wasn't beta. But I think we could probably do that. Let me see if I can get the flight recorder thing to do its thing. I was having some trouble with it on Tuesday and did not have the time to figure out what was up with that. But if I go to here, oh yeah, that looks like it's way further out than we need to be. Huh. Go to okay. Let's see. And I turned down the, oh, stop with the stall warning already. I turned this down a lot so that we wouldn't have it bugging us in our, while I was trying to talk there. But okay, so I'm going to go here, and then here, maybe right about here would be good. Ooh, I just heard a crash of thunder. That's exciting. Okay, let's see what happens from there. We go like... oh, wait, do I have to... Let's see, I have to do... Oh, yeah, it's both of those. And then this, I think?
Stall.
Yes. Okay.
Stall.
See if this works. Not very well, but let's see what we get. Okay, we're flying.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Well, that was not terribly bad on the... I mean, at least we landed on the mains, and then we tried to take off again. Oh, yep, that's what I thought was going to be a little pulse of beta, but instead was a little pulse of forward thrust. So interesting. Come all the way around here, and then let's see. Let's pause this, take that off, and do... No. Oh, gosh. Here, and take that off, and put it back on. And then go back there. Oops.
Stall.
Okay.
Stall.
Oop, that wasn't what I wanted to do at all.
Stall.
Sorry.
Stall.
Oh, sorry for the stall warning.
Stall. 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 Stall.
What have I done?
Stall. Stall.
Okay.
Stall. 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 Stall.
My sincere apologies for the stall warning.
Stall.
Okay, we'll try it from there.
Stall. 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 Stall.
That was actually kind of nice. And then beta? Not beta. How embarrassing for me. Well. Alrighty, so I guess the wing view replay is next. And then we will, kind of a shorter stream than usual today, but I gotta tell you, I kind of feel like this is what I had in me for the day. So yeah, see what I need to get set up here for a wing view replay. Actually, let me take a quick peek back at, while I was doing the camera work for the replay there, I was not paying any attention at all to the chat. And, oh my gosh, Nightwind Elf, hi. Welcome back. Good to see you. Happy to have you here. And, oh, M. Glickman. Okay. Yeah, since that last update, Stutters has been... I seem to mostly get them, though. Like, I didn't notice any today. It really does seem to be where there's either a lot of traffic or a lot of scenery, like at a big airport, to load in. So I don't know what. Yeah, that remains to be solved. But Nightwind Elf, happy to see you, and yeah, 2024 will be a whole new adventure, won't it? Maybe that'll be when I go full time X-Plane. I don't know. We shall see. Oh, Spundot, thank you. That's very nice. And sounds like a radio producer when the interview he hasn't arrived yet. Oh, okay. Sapper, hey, welcome on in. Good to see you. And let's see. Both landings were great. That's so funny, soundtrack. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, stall, stall, stall. Now I get it. Oh, yes. Hilarious. Hi, hilarious. Wait, I think I meant to. What happens? I should be. If I need to learn this camera control a little better to. No, why did that not? Come on. So it was. I thought I was going to be able. Okay, never mind. I can learn that later. There's no need for you to be here while I learn how to work the darn camera. Okay. Now, what are we gonna? Oh, yep. Not sure how I did that either. Okay. So yeah. So what remains? Mariner Halley, welcome in. See, we are. What's left between now and wrapping up the stream is we're going to do a Wingview replay, and we're going to then we're going to do the giveaway, and then we will find somebody to raid and go raid them. So that's where we are. Mariner Halley, sorry you missed the flight. You're about to see the wing view of what was really a very, very nice landing. And then when I thought I was putting it in beta, I actually instead just like firewalled it. So we took off again and got about 5 feet in the air and then like slammed down, not slammed down, but landed firmly on all three gear at the same time. So that we'll see what that's gonna look like from the wing. And yeah, so while we're doing the wing view replay, if you have not already gotten yourself a ticket to the giveaway, there you go, Mariner Halley, jumping right in there and bringing the tally up to 23 people. Odds are very high for winning a ticket in this giveaway. So if you haven't, okie dokie then. So then let me go ahead and just get set up what I need to set up for the wing view replay, which I think we like to not have the airplane sounds messing with us. And then we probably don't want any of that going on either. So we'll do those. And then in a moment, we'll do that. We're going to go to here so you don't have my ugly mug to look at. And then I think if we just go like back to here, that ought to work. And then, oh yeah, then that means I need to come back over here. And we'll go to, hello. Oh, I need to do that. Then we can, aha. So now we can go there. And, yep, I think that means I think it was so late when I turned it on that I think we just are going to go back to where it kind of started here. And then, oops, parking brake should not be on. Yeah, I think that's, oh, so I guess that's everything for a wing view replay, except for the wing view. Oh, and wait a minute, I forgot to look and see, now suddenly I can't remember which side the buildings are on. They're over on the right, they're over on the right. So I guess we'll look out of the right window. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah, I think we got a nicer view from here. So, yeah, I think that's it. And those of you who've been around for a while know I'm a huge devotee of musical theater, musical comedy, and so I decided that since if I'm going to do Wingview replays, I'm going to accompany them with show tunes. So, but today, what hit me when I got almost no sleep and woke up really wanting more sleep, I thought, is there a lullaby that I like? And the answer is yes. The musical Gypsy has the uh, the young teenage character who by the end of the story becomes Gypsy Rose Lee, but when she was a teenager, singing herself to sleep because her mom is not there to sing her to sleep uh, for her. So that's I just thought that a little lullaby to go with today's Wingview replay. So here we go. Yeah, I think the first landing was definitely uh, better than the second landing, but I don't know. Matter of opinion, I guess. Ah, indeed. So where is let's see, if I go there, no. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, come on. Oh, isn't I think this is supposed to be. Oh, no, that's okay. That gets us back to where, uh, hmm. Okay, well, if we go, let's try this one. All righty. And then, you know what? I'm just gonna bear with me. bear with me one moment. One day I'll grow up to be a real streamer. I promise. Let's go ahead and get it parked up over here, because that was kind of a nice shot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Parking brake. Excellent. And then can we go here? Oh, hey, looky there. Exactly where I wanted it. Woo! Pro streamer. Okay. I don't know. Because what I was going to, hey, Magical Misfit. Oh, voice. Okay, oh, wait. Clicks in. What the heck are we listening to? Oh, okay. Yeah, I did. So I did explain before playing that song, Magical Misfit, that it's a favorite. So I like doing a show tune with each stream's wing view replay, and I don't. Sometimes I plan them in advance, not often. But I had a horrible night's sleep last night, and so that song is it's a favorite of mine from the musical Gypsy, and it's essentially a lullaby. So that's why we had that one today. But you get a different show tune every stream here on the Peter Mooney channel, and again, those streams are every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, 1900 Zulu. Love to have you here as often as you're able to join us, and for however long you're able to join us, and in whatever way you're able to join us, if that's lurking while working or lurking while, doing any of a million other things, or if you're able to chat. Of course, we love chatting. And if you're able to support the stream in any way through, BitCheers donations, subscriptions, gift subs, any of that, any form of participation is appreciated. And in a show of that appreciation, we give away a free subscription at the end of every stream, which is what we are about to do now. So if you have not, for example, Magical Misfit, you have not typed !ticket to get yourself entered into the giveaway, do that now, because we are about to close down the giveaway. Okay, thanks, bye. Do you have a ticket? Hey, there we go. All right, that brings us up to, you can see them ticking up on the screen there as people get them. So we're up to 20. You've got a 1 in 25 shot at doing this. So be sure about... Spundot, thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's absolutely delightful. I appreciate that a great deal. Thank you. Spundot, thank you so much for the 100 bits. So I think we should go ahead. Oh, you know what? Don't I think we usually do the thank yous before the giveaway. And today we've got a bunch of new followers today. Well, between Tuesday and today, we got two new followers, Midnight Rains and Fleeger 1302. But then at the top of this stream today, Sim Caesar rated us. That's deeply appreciated. We got new follows from Chucky, Cameron Greening, and Steve Ellis. So welcome to the Peter Mooney channel. Thank you for following. And Sim Caesar gifted a sub to Tesla Rules. Tesla, if you're still here, Chevy, delighted to see you. Hope you'll drop by anytime you can. Always happy to see you. And then DeLorean resubscribed for 8 months. DeLorean, thank you so much. Thank you. And then 100 bits from Spundot. So thanks to everybody for that. And then let's, I guess, ! Ticket, last chance. Don't make me tell you again. No, because I won't tell you again, because I'm about to hit this close giveaway button here. If I can find the soundboard. Yes, there's the soundboard. Oh wait, no, that's not what we wanted. Oops. There's a no. Okay, it's on here somewhere, I promise. No, we are gonna close up the giveaway in 3, 2, 1, and there's the giveaway closed. All right, 25 entries in. Oh, soundtrack. Yeah, I'm Glickman. Don't make me look down here and see if you did not, in fact, okay, there's M. Glickman. I know Soundtrack got one at the very beginning of the stream, so I'm not worried about that at all. The rest of you trolls, whatever. Okay. All right. So then I think that means all that is left here is to draw a winner. So let's do that in 3, 2, 1. And it's Sim Caesar. Sim Caesar? It can't be Sim Caesar. He never wins anything. Sim Caesar, I think you are probably lurking in the stream we are about to raid. So if I don't see you here, I will see you over there to ask who you would like a sub to. Have I ever gifted Sim Caesar a sub? Oh, not legitimately, but what am I saying? Of course I've gifted him dozens and dozens of subs to like the one Scotty did last night when Scotty gifted Sim Caesar a sub to what was that account name? Oh yeah, Paris Hilton's bunghole. I hope Sim Caesar gets plenty of enjoyment out of that sub. But yeah, I do far too many of those, so I will definitely let Sim Caesar know he has won a sub and find out who he wants me to give it to. So I think the only remaining order of business is for me to say just how thankful I am to have Soundtrack 78 as a moderator for this channel. Would not hope I never have to find out what it would be like to do it without you, because having you here on Tuesdays and Thursdays is it makes my Tuesday and Thursday to work on this together. So thank you. I really appreciate it a great deal. So we are going to go and raid. Haven't raided, I've only raided her once or twice over the 8 months I've been streaming, but it has been a long time. We're going to raid Stubborn Old Gal, one of my 2 favorite Swedish variety streamers. Today she's streaming something I hadn't heard of before, something called Whispies. I think that's maybe the name of the game. It looks like one of those. I don't know what it was. Oh, or it might be. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I think it's Ori. Oh, it's Ori and Will of the Wisp. That's what Whispies was just her stream title thing. So she's playing Ori, Will of the Wisps, which I know nothing about, but I guess I'm about to learn about. So we're going to go raid Stubborn Old Gal, if I have spelled it correctly. Hey, the Valbomb. Nook, yeah, no, we took off from Nook, and we landed at, maybe you can help me pronounce it. It's Kangerlusuk. It's that one that's about 180 miles north of Nook. Uh-oh. Oh, what have I done to my camera? I don't know. But it seems like I think that's maybe the passenger terminal over there. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, Magical Misfit, but whatever. So Tuga Valbomb, welcome on in. Happy to have you here. Drop the channel a follow if you'd like a notification the next time we go live. This is the first time we've ever flown in Greenland, but we could be back because it seems like pretty countryside. But this is free scenery off the flightsim.to. The text of the airport. Yeah, the route BGSF, and I don't remember if it's Kanger. Oh, hey, Tuga Valbomb, thank you so much for the follow. That's awesome. I appreciate that a great deal. We have just wrapped up and are just about to raid Stubborn Old Gal. Would it be on the GPS? If we go back inside, yeah, you can probably, is that, yeah, let's see, wait, where is okay, so the first thing I need to do is, we are going to go raid Stubborn Old Gal in a moment, but if I go back Is this outside? No, I thought so. Okay, there and here. No, come on. What is with my camera? Oh, I see what it is now. Here we go. I gotta click over here and then we go, aha. Yes, if we go to the map, then we can go to the flight plan, and it's that one right there. Kangerlussuaq, I guess. So there's that. Oh, Stream Elements is inviting you to enter the giveaway, which we have already done. So pay no attention to the bot behind the curtain. Kangerlussuaq is where we are. Alrighty. That being said, and everything else except the raid being wrapped up, I am going to go ahead and click the raid button, and then we'll say goodbye and move on. Kangaroo sack. Thank you, Big Dick Callahan, for the sack reference. My day is much better as a result. So thank you for that. Thank you for that improvement to my attitude, which was, and actually, thank you so much to everybody who was here and who participated in any way, because when I hit the start streaming button, I was like, I was a wreck, and I feel so much better now for having had some quality time with you fine folks. So I appreciate each and every one of you a great deal for that. So let's see if the logo comes over. Yes, there is Stubborn Old Gal's thing. So I am going to bring up a little brief moment with Louis Armstrong, and then we will go say hi. If you can, please stick around at least long enough for the raid and flood Stubborn Old Gal's chat with some emotes to let her know you care, or that you at least are willing to put in the time and energy to appear to care. And I will see you over there. Thanks, everybody. Hope to see you back here next Tuesday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, 1900 Zulu. And until then, take care. Hope to see you tonight for GA Thursday on the Sim Caesar stream. So do come and join in there as well. Okay, here's Louis. Bye. See you soon.